Hey guys, let's talk about the timeline to purchase a property because I know that that's a very common question that I get, which is, hey, out there, I want to buy a property, I want to purchase a home. When should I get started and how long is it going to take? Because a lot of you all have heard the horror stories that buying a property takes years. You may even know somebody that purchased a property and it could have taken them 2 to 3 years or 1 year to purchase a property. So let's talk about that in depth. All right. So you guys know I like to jump straight into the meat, straight to the nitty gritty. So let's get to it. So number one, always keep in mind that everybody's home buying experience will be different, okay? It depends on what type of home buyer that individual is. And this is why I always tell people, don't take advice from other first-time home buyers, because what their process look like, what their numbers look like, what their agent look like, what their lender looks like, looks totally different from yours. So that means that your processes may look extremely different. And depending upon what type of home buyer or home shopper they are, depends upon how quick, easy, or complicated their process may be as well, okay? So number one, the timeline to purchase. The hardest part of home buying, you guys, is actually finding a home. A lot of people are really surprised to learn that when you're buying a house, the hardest part is finding a home. The longest part is finding a home. But once you find that house, you are literally closed with your keys in hands within 20 to 30 days. 45 days max, depending upon the type of sale that you are purchasing, whether it's a standard, short sale, REO, bank owned, or if you're using down payment assistance. But the standard time frame is 20 to 30 days. And a lot of people are shocked, like, oh my gosh, it happens that fast? Yes, okay? So the hardest part is actually finding the home. Now, a common question is, hey, out there, do people find their houses on the first day or even the first week? Yes, they do. I've sold over 400 homes, you guys. And I've had a lot of buyers who have found their house on the first day and got their house on the very first offer written. And vice versa. I've had buyers who may have taken them 3 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, okay? But again, it depends on the person. But it's not abnormal for you to say, hey, I want to purchase a property. You go out looking at homes. You know that this is the house you want. You write a highest and best, very competitive offer, and the seller accepts it. Within 20 to 30 days from that contract date, you are closed, the keys are in your hand, and the house is yours. That's how quickly that process happens. So the hardest part is finding the home, okay? That's the hardest part. The quickest part is getting you closed, okay? Keep in mind, you all, that your pre-approval is good for 90 to 120 days, depending upon the lender that you use, okay? Some lenders will have your pre-approval good for 90 days. Some of them will have your pre-approval good for 120 days. It all depends upon who you select to use. But the standard time frame that most of the time I see is 90 days. So that means you have 90 days, equivalent to what? 33 months to get out, find yourself a property, and find something that works perfectly for you, okay? If you are in a lease, this is why you want to get your home buying started at least 3 to 4 months before your lease is up, okay? Because your pre-approval is good for 90 days. Your lease will be up in around about 90 days. That gives you time to home shop, find a property that you like, write your contract, and get you closed, okay? Again, the quickest part is closing. The hardest part is actually finding a home that you desire to have. And here's an extra tip that you may or may not know, okay? That is, when you're buying a house, you get a month off of your mortgage. So let's just say if you buy a house today in February, March, April, your first mortgage payment isn't due until April, okay? So this is another reason why, if you are locked in a lease, you want to get your home buying process started at least 3 to 4 months before your lease is up. So that way you'll have time to find your home. You'll have time to get under contract and get closed. And you will not be stuck with last month's rent and a new monthly mortgage payment because you get that gap in space. I hope this helps. If you want some more tips, you have any more questions, feel free to comment below, email me, text me, reach out to me in the best way that works for you, and I'll address each of those questions for you. My name is Out There Hers. I am the team lead of the Hers Home Team with Bid and Realty Solutions, top producing agent here in the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area, and I look forward to helping assist you. Honesty, energy, love, and passion is what I stand on. HELP. I help my community bridge the gap in the home ownership. Love you guys, and let me know if you have anything. Be sure to comment, be sure to subscribe, be sure to follow, be sure to do all the things that works. See you next time.